Well, it's time to check in once again with our friends from the Better Business Bureau in Southeast Texas. This week we're joined by Debbie Bridgeman. And just in the nick of time, Debbie's here to discuss summer camps, not for adults, but for the kids, right?
Right, because school for BISD gets out here in 2 weeks, and of course you don't want to hear I'm bored all summer long.
Oh gosh, you got that right.
So there's tons of camps all across Southeast Texas. I mean, there's so much to choose from, but of course you have to be careful because sometimes you could get scammed, even with the summer camp. The big one is that if you're doing some of your research online and say it's out of area, I mean, anybody could put up some good pictures on a website and make it look great, and then you get there and it is not. So the best thing to do if you are going to do something that's not in this area that you can't travel to, because if there's a camp, you want to go check it out first. You know, say it's at the art museum. Go there and see the facility, see what's going on, because they have camps there. You know, there's just so many in Southeast Texas. But say you were wanting to do something where your child goes away for a week or two. Well, maybe even if you can't travel there, call somebody that might be a nearby store or something and just get their advice. Is this a good place? And of course, you can check them out with the BBB to see if they're worthy and trustworthy and accredited, because you know, sometimes it'll say it's got this huge pool and then you get there and it's like, you know, full of mud. So
and maybe kids who are there, what word am I looking for? The camp leaders. Make sure they're accredited, they know what they're doing as well.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
You want to make sure that all of your leaders go through the proper training and everything in case of an emergency. That's another question to ask a camp. You know, what do you do? Do you have medical people on site if there's an emergency? You know, also deposits, fees, you know, if they do extra things, is there more fees for that? You know, most importantly, pick camps that your kids are going to enjoy. You don't want to send them someplace. If they don't swim, don't send them to a swimming facility because they're not going to have a good time. You want them to have a good time. And, you know, there are other things to check out, just like, you know, the camper return rate. Some of these camps, see how often campers want to go back. If they're not wanting to go back, if they didn't have a good time, then your child may not have a good time too. Another thing is the camper to trainer ratio. Is it like 5 campers per trainer? Is it, you know, 20? Some camps are very structured, and other ones they kind of go and people just go crazy and the kids are running around and it's almost like a daycare. So just know the difference, and again, you know, check it out. There's so many camps in Southeast Texas. Everything that your child would want to do, you can find in this area.
I think you make a good point about the website too. That yeah, you can decorate anything and you can make it look like you want it to look, and that's important to do the homework. And I didn't even think about that. And
well, yeah, I mean, nowadays so many people do things online. You just assume that, oh, well, then that's got to be true. But anybody can take some pretty pictures off the internet of some place really far away and make it look like it's their place. And then you drive, you know, say, you know, 5 hours to drop your kid off for the week, and you're like, oh, this isn't good, and you've paid deposits, you've had money down, you've invested, you've made plans yourself for maybe going on a trip while your child is enjoying themselves, and then that's just not a good situation.
You're right. So what can parents do if they want to talk to you guys more about what's up?
Definitely give us a call, or you can check us out online at bbb.org.
All right.
It's very simple. And thanks for coming to our Lunch and Learn
I
today.
had a great time today. I really did. I'd love to
Bruce
come back
Hamilton
sometime.
is on fire.
He
That's
is
for sure.
on fire. You have that right. Fired me up to come to work today.
Well, good.